They're brutal back then, and they're still brutal now. The game that we're going to be talking about today is Super Ghouls and Ghosts. Whether you have the 360 version, the Super Nintendo version, or ROM, this game is going to punish you. Veteran players and newbies alike are going to get screwed over worse than a White House intern. I spent a shitload of time playing this game back in the day, and I must say that even though the game beat my ass repeatedly, I still love it, you know. I guess it's some sort of a savage love that some gamers have with really high difficulty level video games. It's tough love. Maybe that's the reason why most people like Ninja Gaiden now and other ridiculously difficult video games. But insane difficulty aside, the game is still a classic, and it's one of the reminders of how great level design, creative gameplay, and characters can go a long way. This game sets an example of how a game should be played. But it also is a constant reminder of how games back in the day had to be mastered and not just played. Hell no. This wasn't the kind of game that you could just pick up and play and then beat the game in 2 hours, like some of the games that we have today. No, this game had to be mastered. Game developers of this generation should actually look back to the old generation and learn something. A game that looks good but only lasts 7 hours isn't going to give you much of a lasting impression, and eventually will be forgotten. This game, you can get like weapon upgrades and armor upgrades, but oh, guess what? If you get hit once, you lose your armor and you go back to square one. Brutal. Get used to seeing that game over screen because it's going to be your new best friend. Why? Because you're going to see it a lot. Any little thing in here that looks like it can hurt you will hurt you. And then there you go, you're dead again. You know, I love this game, but some of the situations that this game puts you in just makes you fucking angry. Especially this scene where you have to fight these 2 fucking demons. That shit was just so fucking unfair. Ghouls and Ghosts is a prime example of how games stay burned into your memory long after the video game system has been turned off. You ever played a video game so much that when you go to sleep at night, you dream of it? Yeah, that's what kind of game this is. One of the best platform action games ever created for the Super Nintendo. Certainly one of the best platform action games I've played for the Super Nintendo. to give a shout out to Capcom for making this game. Almost damn near a decade after I've played this game, I can still remember it. Oh yeah, and I still can't beat it either.